Hey guys, so this video is going to be all about cold must-haves for your baby. If you were anything like me, I was a little clueless of what to give Nolan because he was at the age where when he had his cold and he was sick, there's only so much you can give little babies to make them feel better. So I came up with 5 things that really helped us get through Nolan having a cold. He had, the goopy eyes, he had the runny nose, the congestion, the coughing, the sneezing. He had that for about a week and a half, so kind of a long time. So this is cold sickness essentials that really got us through that hard week of him being sick, and it was just it's so sad when your kids are sick and you just want to make them feel better. So hopefully this video will be helpful if you're a little lost of what to give your baby, because like I said, it's just so hard to find stuff that will work for your baby because there's so much you can do and so much that they can take because they are so young. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started and share with you guys that really got us through that tough week and a half of Nolan being sick. All right, so the first thing, and I know a lot of you moms might be familiar, well, I think every mom is familiar with this bulb, this Nosesucker. The hospital always gives you one after you have your baby, and not saying these are bad because these definitely save a lot of lives, but I've seen a lot of pictures of mold building up in these things, so you definitely have to be careful, and I just feel like these don't work as good as what I'm about to show you right now. So what really helped with Nolan's congestion, and you just hear it in his throat, you could hear it in his sinuses, you could hear that congestion, and what really helped was the NoseFrida, and it's literally called the Snotsucker because it will suck the snot so well out of your baby's nose. And I know that sounds so gross. When I first saw this, I will admit I was a little grossed out by this. As you can see just from the picture, you are the one that sucks the snot out of your baby's nose, but this is genius and this works. I have to say this works. No baby likes when you use this or even this. Obviously they're gonna cry because you're messing with their nose and they don't know what's going on. So Nolan was not a fan of this, but this got out so much snot, more than this ever did. So it is called NoseFrida. It's made in Sweden, and it says it's smart, it's Swedish. It might be a little strange, but it's completely hygienic, and I definitely have to agree with that. So I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like, and it's very simple. Here's where you suck the snot out, and then this is the part where you put it in their nose. But it says not to stick it in their nose. You just want to fill it enough where it completely closes the nostril. And this part right here, it doesn't have a filter in it right now. I had to buy some more. You do have to buy it comes with 4 filters, but if you run out you can buy some more, and these little filters just go right here, so no snot will get in your mouth, but it will suck the snot out of your child's nasal passages, and it just worked. I had to do this about every 3 hours or so, and it would just clear it right up, and he could breathe fine, and he didn't sound all congested and what's the word I'm looking for? Crackly? I don't know, but I have to say this works, and do not worry, no snot will get in your mouth because of the filters. All right, so the next item kind of goes hand in hand with the NoseFrida, and it is saline drops, and this is just the little remedies for noses, congested nose drops, and it says it works in seconds to relieve stuffy noses for common cold, nasal congestion, and allergies. And I would just put a couple drops in each nose before I did the NoseFrida, just to kind of loosen it up, and so I could easily suck it. I know this is so gross to talk about this, but I'm just telling you, it really works with congestion. So I would, like I said, just do a couple drops, and then I would just wait a little bit, and then I would suck it up with the NoseFrida. So this definitely helped a lot when Nolan had his cold. All right, so the next thing, and a lot of people might say that this is not necessarily a necessity, but I absolutely love Boogie wipes, and I'm almost out of the grape one, but they have different scents. This is just the fresh scent, and I think they have an unscented one, and then there's the grape scent, and we went through this like crazy. Now a lot of people might say you could just use wipes, but I find these to be a lot softer than wipes and not harsh around their nose, because as they're already sick, so their nose is irritated. So Boogie wipes just help with not making their nose extra irritated than it already is, because like I said, it is extra soft and it's made with natural saline, and it's just great for stuffy noses and congestion. And if he was running a nose, I would just hurry and wipe it, and it would be gentle, because what I hate when I'm sick is when I'm constantly blowing my nose, and then my nose gets so red and it starts hurting because I'm blowing my nose so much. So with baby skins being sensitive already as it is, this is just great when you're constantly wiping their noses, and we're almost out of these, and we have this one as well. So I absolutely love Boogie wipes. All right, so the next thing I don't have with me because it's pretty big, but it is a Crane Cool Mist humidifier, and I will go ahead and insert a picture for you guys. That's the humidifier we have, and I personally prefer the Cool Mist, but you could use, we also have a Vicks warm vapor one, the vapor mist one, but I prefer the Cool Mist one because with Aria running around, I don't want her to accidentally bump into it and burn herself. Also, I find with the warm one that it makes the room so stuffy. But now the Cool Mist does make it more humid, but I just noticed with the warm one that it makes the room super hot and super stuffy and really, really humid. So I just prefer the Cool Mist, but the warm mist will work fine, and it just brings moisture in the air. It just pretty much increases the air moisture in the air to relieve stuffy noses, congestion. I like the Crane one because it's just super quiet and it's very easy. I don't like buying stuff with all these complicated parts and everything like that, but just any kind of humidifier in general will really, really help when your baby has a cold. Alright, so the last thing that really helped us was this essential oil, and this is 100% pure lavender oil, and lavender is great for congestion. So I'm just going to read you a little something about lavender oil. Lavender oil is widely used for various respiratory problems including throat infections, flu, cough, cold, asthma, sinus congestion, bronchitis, whooping cough, laryngitis, and tonsillitis. Also, the stimulating nature of lavender essential oil can also loosen up the phlegm and relieve the congestion associated with respiratory conditions. Also speeding up the recovery process and helping the body naturally eliminate phlegm and other unwanted material. So lavender oil was a must for us, and I would just drop one little drop, and oil, the pure oil, goes such a long way, so you do not need to use a lot of it, and it's actually suggested that you don't use a lot of it, but I would just put a drop in his bath when he would take a bath. Also, I would just rub a little bit in my hand and then just rub the oil a little bit on the soles of his feet, and this seemed to really, really help. He would be so congested and we would just go ahead and take a bath. I would put a drop or two in the bathtub, and it seemed to really, really help. And there's so many different, I just got this at GNC. I'm not even sure if this is as good as Young Living essential oils. I know that's a very, very popular essential oil company, but it does the job, so it definitely works, and I absolutely recommend it. So that is everything that helped Nolan get through having a cold. With Aria, it was a little bit different since she is older. She can take certain kind of medications to help with the cold and cough, but you know, when they're young, it's a whole different story, and you have to kind of do like natural remedies, just things that aren't going to harm their bodies and more natural options. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I know for me, it was very hard, you know, finding stuff that would work for Nolan for having a cold, and like I said, all of this stuff I definitely recommend. And leave down in the comments below what really helped you guys with your little ones and getting them better after having a cold. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.